Welcome to the Wrestlecast. This is episode number 20 on September 16th, 2022. I'm Rocky, joined by Wesley and Rodney. We're your podcast hosts. What's going on, guys? Bunch of shit going on. Well, I mean, I say that every time, but not really. They got some tournaments of champions going on and some a whole lot of stuff going on at WWE, apparently. Charizard in the main event, right?
Right. Or Pikachu. I think it's his card was a Pikachu, isn't it?
No.
He had the Charizard, but that one that he wears around his neck is a one-of-one Japanese Pikachu.
No, I'm pretty sure he was wearing the Charizard. I don't know. I'm sure it's interchangeable. What difference
He's got both, because he bought the first edition Charizard for a shit ton of money. But then there was the Pikachu he bought in Dubai.
Oh, well, maybe one's on one side, one's on the other.
Which one's the fake?
I don't know.
Wasn't one...
The Charizard, I think, is the
one.
one they were talking about being fake. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Pikachu is like legendary status ownership. Like, there's one of them.
Of course.
He to one.
I think it's like 5.2 million.
I have a question.
Or something like that.
What was his... You know how they do this big old CG entrance when they walk in, like for a pay-per-view, walking down the ramp? Did he have anything that was like fucking blown up Charizard or some shit?
I can't remember.
I don't recall him having anything.
I feel like maybe they just did a Roman, like they put the big... I feel like in my head I'm seeing it, but I can't remember
Logan
if they
Paul.
put it up. Yeah, just a big Logan Paul in his black and yellow outfit with the cape and everything, or the cloak or whatever.
They probably would have got like a cease and desist from fucking Nintendo. Shit.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, that they're like, we're not spending the money for the licensing on this.
Yeah. You don't want to be associated with this.
Fuck that. No.
Maybe if he
it's
was
all Vince's
Theory.
idea.
If he was Theory, they'd spend the money.
Austin Theory.
Poor Theory.
Yeah,
Austin
Theory. I forgot he got his first name back. So.
He got his name back.
Good shit.
Yeah, outside of that kind of news, it's just I'm picketing for my boy. CM Punk was innocent. Free my boy. We need to get him back on TV.
Well, as you can see, he's been off TV for 2 weeks, and the ratings have been over 1 million. They've been doing pretty good.
Yeah, everybody wants to see him. Everyone wants to see him address it. They want to see what Tony does if he's going to say anything, which he hasn't. It's been media silence. Not media silence, but you know what I mean, like TV silence. They haven't even acknowledged it. They haven't even let the Acclaimed have a rap. Come on.
Yeah, it's legal stuff.
Well, you know, when your head of legal was in the room, yeah, you probably don't want to talk about it. Just shut up.
Yeah.
Turns out Punk's the kind of guy that likes to throw a sucker punch. Like, oh, he's coming right at me, so I just...
Yeah, that's not a sucker punch, man.
It's like Jimbo
being
and Ned
ready
from South Park back in the day.
Mm-hmm. I feared for my life.
It's a young buck. It's coming right for us.
Did you see that? He just tried to super kick me. Get him, Ace. Get him, Ace. Back up, Larry.
I saw a random article. I don't know how, there's so many just people talking shit and everything. But that Omega and the boys called Cody. Now, it's speculation on what the call was about, whether it was how to handle Punk, or there's some people saying that they were looking for a WrestleMania moment.
That sounds like
I don't know.
Some
do we
fake
get
shit.
Cody and the Elite? Cody and the Elite returning at WrestleMania.
That's the same story. That's the same story.
To take over the bloodline.
About them sending feelers out.
Yeah.
To gauge interest.
Right.
I'm going, nobody wants your toxic asses. Get out of here.
I don't see it, but boy, come on. Who better to take down
the real
bloodline?
Toxic Attraction?
4-on-4 for all the belts. Cody and the Elite. Let's see it. One time only.
Nope.
The Bucks didn't
No.
fucking sucker
Come on.
punch nobody.
That we know of.
Dude, they walked in there with the head illegal. I mean, they weren't going to do some shit. Like, they weren't about like, no, we're about to go talk to this dude.
They super kicked the door
No,
in,
they did not.
is what they did. There was no walking.
That's what little punk said. He said they super
just
kicked the door. I
casually
was scared. So I had
No,
to
there was
throw the
no
punch.
just casually strolling in there.
Well, no, they walked in there and then they posed.
I hate that fucking pose.
Sick of Mace. Get him, boy.
He made a fist.
So, and somebody's wife was in there.
That's the part.
Ace's
I still
wife?
don't understand that part. Like, my wife is sitting in the room with the dog in a
With a
broken foot.
leg.
So to protect her, I threw a chair.
Well, see, look. So I do this too. Whenever I play Hitman, they got two dudes that I'm trying to take out. The throwable object I always use to get the dude furthest away from me. Boom, take him out,
Right.
sneak up behind the other dude and take him out at the same time. Nobody notices. Nobody's alerted. I get that, but like, dude,
I guess.
why you gonna bite somebody? Fucking dog in a room, and the man is the one that bit somebody? What the fuck?
Not even that. You bit the guy that wasn't even involved in anything. He was just trying to get the dog out of the situation.
The only thing that would
Kenny
have made
wasn't
this
doing
crazier
anything.
was kendo sticks.
Sheeta wasn't involved. She
Just dual wielding.
Moxley bursts through middle of the fight, just walks in, gets in between him, cuts himself, and leaves.
And then they just settle everything, right? I mean, that's probably what should have happened. It's fucking.
I mean, just throw all the angles in there. You know, you pan the camera off to the side, and there's Orange.
There you go.
Just watching this. Leg, foot up on the wall, just
Fucking Luigi Primo just pops up.
Danhausen's just
Luigi-
like,
Just do a
hiding behind the
a
couch.
3 for 3. You got OC, fucking Danhausen, and then Luigi Primo. Hey, I make the best pizza. Do his type of thing.
Then he gets super kicked for his troubles.
Caster taking notes. Headphones
Yo.
Oh, terrible.
Listen.
Terrible.
in. Oh, bro.
Man, CM Punk is
Oh.
some toxic ass for breaking the damn locker room down like that, man.
He's got the show. He's got the show broken
Man.
down. We're all fucked up.
Oh,
right
yeah.
now.
Everything's weird right now because they bring Punk back, they squash Punk, turn around, give Punk the belt back, take the belt off Punk, and they're going through this whole drawn out way to get the Punk back on the belt back on.
You know, I
Moxley.
would say this probably never happened had he not done that fucking stage dive.
It all goes back to that. Yes.
Then poor
would've had-
Mox is like, I'm going on vacation. No, the fuck you're not. I need you in this tournament that you're going to win against your will.
Oh, man.
Man.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, if he wins, I want MJF to turn in the chip and then fucking him take the belt.
You know, it's just fucking crazy because, like, I can understand the guy wanting to go on vacation, taking some vacation time or whatever. In a perfect world, Punk gets the belt back. He goes on vacation. Life goes on. But now it's like, no, you can't go on vacation. You're in this tournament. There's a possibility that you win, so you're really not going on vacation. But then there's the possibility that you lose, but you still can't go on vacation because MJF is referencing you every week. And at some point that's got to come to a head. But it doesn't make any sense to continue the feud if Mox doesn't have the belt. So I see no scenario where this guy gets to go on vacation.
I think story wise,
TK is like, tell you what, instead of you going on vacation with your wife, let's just get your wife in here so she can feud with Ty.
Wow. Complete opposite.
And that way you're both together.
There goes again,
story
putting the company
wise,
on his
I
back
think
again.
I think they could come up with something good where maybe somehow Mox, just let Mox lose in some way to Danny Bryanson, and let him have the
so
belt.
Hard about that.
Let him have. I was debating how I was going to say it because I always got to think about it because I can never remember. But let him have the belt and let him and MJF have for a month or two where he pretends to turn the chip in, start some shit with Daniel Bryan. I don't see I don't see Moxley and MJF having a good, unless he turns the chip in at the end of this match and takes whoever's beat up. But I don't see them having as good of a feud as Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson would have with MJF. I think that could be a good back and forth for a few months before he turns the chip in. Pretend to do it, talk shit to him. I think
it's going to have to be a while before he puts in the title shot. I mean, you still got to go through the whole firm first.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Like, I can see him.
I can see him fighting Morrissey. That would be a good match.
I can see Morrissey sitting around and doing nothing.
No, Brian,
because he does not look interested in doing anything at all.
I just mean on fighting people to get to MJF. Danny B has always been good against the big men. So
no. He's gonna go up against Lee Moriarty.
Hey, run through them. There's some good guys in there, and that would also be a good way to get all of those guys good matches on TV against somebody with the belt. So I think that'd be a good experience for those guys as well. So it's not just to see him do it; it's doing what he said he would do at the same time as holding the belt.
Yeah,
because we talked about it last week. He's there to put people over. So let him have 5-star matches on television and bring the WWE guys who want to see how he does with the belt in AEW. And at the end, let MJF have it and then bring Mox or Punk or whoever the fuck back.
Yeah, I don't think Punk's coming back, but it's fun. Like, if Mox wins, I want to see him use it. I want to see MJF use the chip right away. If Brian, God damn it, you fucked me up. Yes, you son of a bitch. If Danielson wins it, I want to see him sit on that shit for a good long while. And just let, like you said, Danielson just do a run of Garcia, whoever, just Moriarty.
You can have him, you don't even have to have him winning matches. You can have a stretch where the firm is just fucking him over in other matches. Let him put everybody over in some super awesome matches, but not get the win because the firm keeps screwing him. Yeah, you can keep him as the baby face who's keeps getting screwed over by the bad guys, and you can keep that going. And then one day have him turn the chip in, when it looks like he's turned the tide, he's beaten up the entire firm, and then something fucked up. Have him fighting. I don't know who's MJF's Sean Spears. Bring Sean Spears back. Bring the chairman back. And then in that match, fucking homeboy turns the chip in, and you got a new champion.
Sean Spears does need to come back. Dude's got a sick entrance.
He's going to come back as the firm's number 2.
The firm.
The chairman of the firm. Get ready for it.
I don't know, man. I do kind of.
He's at home taking care of my baby right now.
Oh, yeah.
I love you, Cassie.
Well, All right. Well, I guess we're talking about this anyway. Let's just move on. Dynamite opened up with John Moxley versus Sammy Guevara, the Grand Slam Tournament of Champions semifinal match.
So
I
glad
know
Sammy
you're
didn't
upset
win
Guevara didn't win.
God,
I know it's your worst nightmare.
I'm glad Moxley won. But goddamn it should have been Darby Allin. It should have been Darby. But anyway, the hell with that.
Sammy actually, the match wasn't bad. Sammy actually put on a fucking wrestling match.
Yeah.
And not a choreographed dance. Like, it was actually a really good match. It wasn't him just trying to do fucking crazy high spots that get on the YouTube highlights.
No, and it would have been perfectly okay, and I would have been okay with that had you just left it at that. But, you had to get fucking Ty involved.
And
Yeah,
a JAS.
No reason. Yeah, except she did nothing but jump on the apron.
No.
Like, she didn't even accounted for
Yeah.
nothing
She did,
other than make the
she
ref
jumped on the
look
rape,
stupid. Which
on the apron and threw her
the-
jacket down in the ring.
Yeah, so that's enough
Yeah.
to make the ref look stupid. But they don't need help with that.
Is it Remsburg again?
I believe it was Remsburg because he's the worst.
The worst.
Well, yeah. He Moxley, it was GTH. He was going to go and he countered it and then got him with the Death Rider. Is the Death Rider the same as the Paradigm Shift? Did he just change it?
I don't fucking know. I was going to
'Cause
ask you the same thing, hoping that somebody had the answer.
So I think it's the same thing. He was using a Death Rider like in New Japan when he was in G1. It's the same thing. I think he just I remember his first night, was it on All Out? Was it the first pay-per-view? Was it Double or Nothing? When he attacked Kenny Omega on the poker chips and shit?
Well, yeah, I figure it had to be Double or Nothing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He cut a promo after that and he was talking about it was a paradigm shift, and I think his DDT was just named that. Now they've been calling it Death Rider. I don't know.
I haven't
I
even
prefer
noticed
Paradigm Shift.
Yeah, I don't know.
Death Rider sounds dumb.
I just remember a few people taking it and their ass was like fucking straight up. And I was like, oh man, that looks fucking awesome.
Well, look, yeah, it was like a DDT, like a normal like double underhook for a while, and then it just like they started getting more and more vertical.
Yeah, some good shit.
It's gonna get to the point where it's just gonna be like a normal like double underhook like suplex. It's not even gonna be a DDT anymore.
I mean, it's pretty much what he did. To be honest with you. I mean,
Yeah.
it went up vertical, but
There's
then
no DDT.
but then like pretty much rolled down his back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a suplex now.
It looks pretty cool, so I don't mind it. And he's like one of the best wrestlers in the world today.
So there's another example of AEW and their weird commercial breaks. So immediately following that match, you get Excalibur going, oh yeah, MJF's in the back causing a commotion, demanding a microphone to go to the ring. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm thinking they're going to go to like a backstage shot with him like stealing a microphone from somebody and immediately go into the ring. And it was like, nah, we're going to commercial.
Just like, Max,
Yes,
can
yeah.
you please wait 90 seconds, please?
Yeah. Swear we'll give it to you in 2 minutes.
God damn it. All right.
It's just,
Here you go, Max.
their commercial breaks are so fucking weird. They have the weirdest timeouts.
Yeah, they still haven't figured out their timing. Some nights it's all right, but yeah, sometimes it's just obnoxiously bad.
Well, that's not a spot where you go, yeah, we're going to commercial.
Hey, WWE does it between entrances.
They do.
Hey, we have this great match between these wrestlers. How about in between them coming in, we'll show Ronda Rousey. A promo for a Ronda Rousey match in 3 weeks.
And hey, when we come back, there will already be somebody in the ring, and you'll know that that's the person who's losing the match.
Boy.
So, anyway.
let's get to the main event of Dynamite. The MJF promo.
Yeah. So MJF comes out, furious, all pissed off, saying "cut my music" as he's walking out to the ring, and cuts a promo. Starts with him telling Albany to keep their fat mouths shut. Again, fat guys on side like ringside taking a hit. Just say "shut up, fat boy" or whatever he told him. Whoever was on there,
Yeah.
they're calling people out, they're shooting. But you know,
Like, the dude goes to Comic-Cons and makes fun of people in wheelchairs. Like,
We don't take kindly to your kind around
he
here.
is heel to the core.
oh yeah. But yeah, cuts a promo on John Moxley, talking about how he, read his book, read how he kept getting bullied, and it is a promo cut like only Max MJF can cut it.
Maxwell Jacob
Friedman.
Nice. Look at that. I set him up. Y'all knock him down. That's how it
he's
works.
better than you, and you know it.
That's how it works around here.
Yeah, and he, like at the end, he introduces the group of men who helped him win the poker chip, the casino ladder match. Stokely Hathaway and the Firm.
Well,
weird segue.
Before that, he went over the line with Mox talking about his book. He said he felt sorry for him that he got picked on and everything, but the only difference between that John Moxley and the John Moxley today is that now he's old enough to drink his problems away like some alcoholic drunk. MJF stepping over the line, saying the things that Caster won't even say.
Yep.
It's like he forgot that he went to rehab, though. Like, he doesn't do that anymore. You can't use that as fire in a promo. That only works on Jeff Hardy because it's,
Man,
he still does.
He's coming back.
Just saying.
God. It's like, Jesus. Yeah, I saw that Matt Hardy shit. And I was like, no, I don't want any more.
You're going to come back as Willow.
He's been wanting to do it for like 12 years.
What's going to happen with Willow?
Nothing, hopefully.
He's
on Rampage.
A series of vignettes will air, and then he'll get himself in trouble again.
I was going to say, he's going to come in dressed up as Willow Nightingale.
Oh God.
That's what I'm saying. She wrestled tonight. What's going to happen? Maybe they can't do Willow.
Somebody's going to have to change their names.
The Enigma. Ugh.
Gross. I'm done with this.
So, yes. The Firm comes out.
So, yeah.
And Stokely's giving hugs that are not reciprocated.
W. Morrissey just like...
Looked tough in front of the cam.
He looks so in front of the cam. He looks so happy to be... He looks so happy to be there.
On national television here, baby. Prime time.
He left doing main events over there.
Now.
He was over there doing main events and Impact, and now he's over.
Dude, I don't know.
Was
he in? Well, I mean, maybe so. I didn't watch, but a span.
I mean,
of
off and on
3 weeks. But like the most I'd seen of him was he came out, if not chokeslam Brian Myers onto his table. He chokeslammed some other person onto Brian Myers' table. So
he main evented one of the shows for the belt and lost. He wasn't like a constant. But
was that the one that we went to? Was it him and Moose?
Was it him and Moose?
It may have been. I think it was.
It was either that one or the pay-per-view after.
Man, he was teaming with Jordan Grace for a while. Like they were going after the tag team titles.
Yeah,
I think he may have ended the one that we went to, because I think after that,
but now he's Jake Hager.
After that, your boy came back and won the belt. Jason Alexander, I think.
Alexander.
Yeah,
Alexander.
Josh Alexander.
Josh.
Yes, not the guy from Seinfeld. Not yes,
Not George Costanza.
Not George Costanza. That's right.
Okay,
Man is a fine actor, though.
clearing that up.
Man is a fine actor. I'm sure he could have been a great professional wrestler.
Alexander's a pretty good wrestler too.
Yeah,
I like
Dude, seriously,
Alexander.
this backstage brawl's got our show all fucked up. We can't think
nah.
straight.
No. Couple that
But,
with just
Yeah, so went from being a semi important character in Impact to now being a crony who's played up for laughs.
Yeah. Who's gonna get squashed so somebody can get to MJF?
Basically.
All over Rampage and Dark or whatever else they put those
Dark
matches
Elevation.
on.
But they're an organization, or what do you call them? Just a group on retainer. It's like, okay, yeah, mercenaries. You guys are just mercenaries. Just we pop up where the money goes. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
You get to stay home for 6 months until we need you conveniently.
The ass boys have evolved into ass men.
Jungle Boy's now Jungle Man.
And Ethan Page with a huge ass pop.
Which I'm sure we'll get to if y'all watch Rampage. Yeah, he got a big pop.
I did not watch Rampage tonight. There was no time.
I did. We'll get there.
I just can't believe he super kicked the pizza maker.
Yeah,
It's
we got that
uncalled for.
Dynamite.
You make it the best.
Uncalled for.
After that,
New York's premier pizza maker.
Dude hasn't had a match yet and got squashed. Just out of nowhere for no reason.
he didn't drop the dough, though.
Anyway,
He didn't drop the dough.
He's just knocked out.
Yeah.
Spinning the dough.
That's it. Jungle Boy's got an open contract match. He just said, "Here, let's wrestle somebody."
why is he making open challenges?
Because he's now he's Jungle Man Jack Perry.
Jungle Man controls his own narrative.
Okay, so if he does control his own narrative, don't you think that he'd be wanting to go after Luchasaurus?
He's got to level up, dude. You gotta get your stats up, man. You can't just go straight to the boss. Have you not played Elden Ring?
Oh, I go straight for the boss.
He's got to level. He's still
and then eventually win the feud.
He's Jungle Teen right now. He's got to level up to Jungle Man.
See, like Wes, you might,
and I'm just saying.
you see, like in Elden Ring, you might do a best of 3, like do 50-50 and 3. It's going to be 50-50 out of 50 for me until I actually win. So, and maybe that's where Jungle Boy's at. Maybe he's just got to do a little grinding on a bunch of lower level enemies.
Yeah, choose your words wisely.
He's got to go back to Duskwood and kill some boars.
That was going weird for a minute.
Yeah.
He's got to go back to Duskwood, kill some boars. He'll come back with the sword of 1,000 truths.
Okay, cool. So that means... All right, so if he is leveling up, then that means Jay Lethal is really fucking low on the totem pole.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I was kind of surprised to see. I mean, they did a good match. The promo before was funny with Sanjay.
Jay Lethal, it's like the Rat-a-tat that you find.
Well, you see,
Pokemon.
Jay Lethal just lost the belt.
It's the Pidgey.
Just lost the feud with Samoa Joe, who's the ROH champion, right? So he he eventually won whatever. He got out of Kanto. Now he's going to Hoenn, where he goes for the other Elite Four. But he's got to start from the bottom, So it's...
The Elite Four are on hiatus?
Yes. So he just said, I can't fight them now. I'm going to have to go up to the next...
I just got the reference.
Yep. Anyway, Jungle Boy versus Jay Lethal.
Man, we just got We just got CYN, Pokemon, Warcraft, South Park, all plugged in the past 2 minutes. Nice.
Sponsor us.
Let's see how else I can work Pokemon in.
Sanjay does a promo before this and starts calling him stupid boy,
God.
boy. My best friend's a man.
It's so annoying. He said that like 30 times, like during the entrance.
Bruh, he's a man. My best friend's a man.
Like screaming it the entire time.
Oh, bruh. But yeah. Jungle Boy matches, I don't know if y'all have noticed, they focused the camera on the women in the crowd.
Of course.
It's usually like some like woman who's by herself, like maybe a mom. And it's just like they're showing them like clapping for Jungle Boy. Like, oh yeah, we loved your dad.
Yeah. Yeah, we loved your dad. Not you.
Right.
Your dad.
It was all good until Lethal did a suicida. They can't go a night at AEW without doing a suicida.
No.
Well,
So they don't have anybody that does suicide dives. I mean, I know they don't call them topes, but nobody over there does them in WWE. Nobody like Seth Rollins.
Do them all the time.
There's
all the
some
time.
There's some rule they either can't go through the top rope or over the top rope for a move, like without doing something. So they don't. You don't see him as much. I've read something just recently. I can't think of which one it is.
I mean, you know, before he had his neck broke, fucking Big E did him all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm so tired of him. It's just like I'm gonna jump through and push you at your shoulders.
See,
like, nah, bro.
See, I think Darby Allin
to the
has
edge and drop
set the bar so high. It's like I don't want to see anybody do it unless they seem like they're throwing themselves at somebody.
Now his are wild. He doesn't care about himself enough.
Complete disregard for his body.
Right. Man. But yeah, they just use this as a squash match. Not a squash match, but an impressive win for Jungle Boy to have. And Lethal doesn't mind taking.
Is it all that impressive to beat Jay Lethal though?
It should be, but ever since Lethal's come over, he's been the punching bag. So
bring back Black Machismo.
Oh yeah. Let's do it.
Or fucking get him away from Sanjay.
And Satnam Singh.
Who?
Yeah. Who is that? Who are you?
We don't know.
Yeah, that's it. Jesus, what a weird debut.
We get greatest chant ever.
He attempted the kill switch and it got reversed.
Such a dumb move anyway.
And then we got training session with Hook and Action Bronson preparing for their match.
I forgot about that.
At the upcoming
Grand Slam.
Grand Slam.
Yay.
But the real star of the show is announced by Alex Marvez, introduced to us before we could get his name. He's then super kicked by Ethan Page.
New York's premier pizza maker.
Luigi Primo. I'm telling you, I want to see him again. I wonder if they're going to actually have him on Dark. They should have him on Dark or some shit.
Have him beat Peter Avalon.
I figured out this is how TK gets his talent.
The viral folks.
He was just going. Yeah, he was scrolling through TikTok one night and saw that video, and he was like, "I gotta have this man on my show." I'm waiting for him to run across a Santana Jackson video. It's the one I'm waiting for.
Dude, Halloween's coming up.
Oh, it's gonna be perfect.
I wonder if they're gonna bring in the Grim Reaper too.
why not?
I mean, those
you know, let's get them all on there.
Some gimmicks I can get behind. I really want him to at least say Luigi's Mansion. Like, this is like Luigi's Mansion or some shit at least once on
I
national
want this
television.
man to have one televised match.
A whole entrance and everything.
Just one. The whole thing.
And he never drops the
back
pizza.
Hornswoggle. Bring back Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle. Get out of here. He's controlling his narrative too.
But yeah, Ethan Page
So,
and Danhausen set up a match for Rampage today.
It took Danhausen like 2.5 minutes to realize that he was the jester.
Who? Who was the jester? Who's he
I was
talking?
like, oh,
Yeah, and then we have Matt Hardy challenging Darby Allin to a match on Rampage.
I'm sorry. I just saw Matt Hardy's name and I started laughing.
20 years too late.
Talk about something that I'm not interested in.
Yeah. And it wasn't interesting
Matt.
when it happened. The next actual match we get is the Luchas versus Swerve in Our Glory.
Wait, did you
No, you got a squash match before that.
Oh,
completely disregard Powerhouse Hobbs?
how can I forget?
I mean, I'm okay skipping over Powerhouse Hobbs, but you know,
I tend to forget to write
I don't
down
want to
some
be
of the
full heel
squashes.
today.
I mean, come on, let's cover this play by play. He gets spine buster, and as soon as he enters the ring and pinned him, 1, 2, 3. That's it. And then,
Sweet.
I guess he's busted up from that because he was bleeding from the mouth. Hobbs was,
Damn.
and
Weak.
That's a serious fucking spine buster.
hey, man, he bled the hard way. He didn't blade himself like Moxley. I'll give him that.
Are you sure?
Well, I mean, I mean, maybe he gummed himself.
Are you sure?
You know what? I don't know. But it was funny though, because like he didn't
what I
sell it
thought.
at all until Ricky comes out, you know, and they start brawling, and then he's walking up the ramp. It's like, bro, your mouth was bleeding way before that.
The ketchup packet exploded prematurely.
It's like, shit, I bit on it beforehand. Anyway.
Okay, cool. So now we get our tag team championship match on Dynamite, surprisingly, and not Rampage.
For maybe the last time until the Acclaimed win it next week in New York.
Dude, I don't know.
Then it'll be on both shows.
Yeah.
They're gonna win. They're gonna win in their hometown.
Oh, they're definitely winning them. There's no way they're not.
Hell yeah. Let's do it.
But still, this match, Swerve. I'll say it again. Swerve is so good. That dude is so good in the ring. I want to see him. I want to see them find something for him. Dude can do everything.
Man. So yeah. All right. 2 things.
Okay.
Keith Lee chucking Ray Phoenix from the floor over the rope to stop the pin. That's dope as hell.
That was a gimme.
That Canadian Destroyer.
Yeah,
Dude, that was insane. That was insane.
that was on Lee, wasn't it?
Yeah. He jumped off of Swerve's back, or either, I think it was Swerve's back. He jumped off of Swerve's back, did the Canadian Destroyer to Lee. I was like, oh my God. I was worried for Keith Lee's neck. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah,
Man, that was insane.
that's a big man to do that too.
Yeah, that was insane.
It also shows how athletic, if you take away the actual fighting aspect of it, how athletic Keith Lee actually is. To be able to,
For being such a big man.
for being
Definitely.
being able to on the fly like that, assist him, you know, in that flip. That's crazy.
I remember seeing a clip of him, I think, when he was in NXT. I don't know if he was champion or not, but it was Adam Cole was like running to the ring or something, or they had a match, and he just chucked them into the crowd like 4 rows deep. It's like, holy shit, man! It's like one of the few times that I'd seen him.
He got Spike Dudley.
Yeah.
There he goes.
I love seeing the clips of that. Undertaker talking about that time he threw Dudley. And he was like, Undertaker was like, I didn't want to do it. I wanted to practice it. I wanted to get it right. I didn't want to hurt the guy. And he was just like, no, we're not practicing it. We're not getting a crash pad. Just throw me, dude.
I mean, you know how many times he's been thrown in ECW? He's a veteran.
Taker said that was one of the like most uncomfortable spots he's ever been in because he's like, that's a drop. And he was just like, he told me to throw him and we just did it. It's like, fuck.
To hell with that. I don't have that in me.
No.
Sounds like something Darby would do.
Yeah, I was just about to say, it sounds like something Brody would do to Darby.
Like, just do it.
Yeah, I used to do construction like a little bit after Katrina, and I had to get on like a 40-foot ladder inside the house a couple of times. How about fucking terrifying? The whole time I'm just sitting up there and like, all right, so if this thing starts to slide to the left or right, I'm just gonna try to jump off at this point and then roll it out. I fucking hate ladders, man. I don't understand how.
Channel your inner KO. Just
fuck that.
Shane.
Get your inner Jeff Hardy going.
Nah, I'm good. I would choose not to have my bones fused together.
Flat back.
But anyways. Yeah. Keith Lee.
Yeah. Go
ahead.
No, I was just saying that I was just going to say that they ended up holding the trophies, the belts, as expected. They weren't going to let the Luchas win it here.
You had this amazing Lucha Brothers or Death Triangle promo afterwards.
Oh, let's not forget about the Acclaim. The Acclaim walked out and told them to cut the music.
Yeah.
They still saving themselves.
And proceeded to not rap.
Yep. Told Swerve to keep nut hugging the celebrities that he knows to get to the top, and called them both Drake and Josh.
Yes.
Yep.
From the Disney Channel.
So. Yep.
Good shout. I like that. Dude, I'm so fucking ready for this match. That fucking match is going to be... And I remember seeing...
Main event next week?
Shit, it could be. Either that or they open up with it.
No, they're going to put Mox and him.
Yeah, probably so.
He who cannot be named.
He who cannot be enunciated.
But hell, I mean, they could open up Grand Slam with that show, with that match.
They could do that too. Either way, it'll probably be one or the other.
They could blow their wad early. Yes.
So you're setting it up with a Max Caster rap, and then let's do it. So yeah, we got another fucking Alex Marvez interview segment backstage with the Death Triangle.
And Pac gets laid the fuck out.
He gets freshly squeezed.
That dude sold that like a champ.
He sold it like a champ, and I felt like it looked like shit on fucking Cassidy's part, where his fist just comes into frame.
It did look like shit, but he sold it like a champ.
He looked like he died. So yeah, it was like
it was perfect.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
I was like, as soon as that happened, I was like, I need this match in my life.
Yeah,
immediately.
Again, I'm down for it.
I wonder if before he throws one of those kicks, he'll like just whisper, "Super kick party." And it's like so quiet, you never catch it on camera.
Oh boy! So after that, we have the AEW interim women's world champion Toni Storm and Athena versus Serena Deeb and Britt Baker.
Mixed match for me. Mixed match for me because where the fuck did Deeb come from? And Tony wore her collar
Deeb came from
and
the
then took
fact
it
that I
off.
think she's the only other heel woman on the roster.
But like, there's no connection with Britt. Why not have this? Who's the other chick?
Of course there is. Of course there is. One's a doctor, one's a professor.
Right.
Wesley always
Who's
catching the
chick,
details.
Britt? Who's the other dental assistant? I forget her name.
Rebel.
They don't use
Not
her
Reba.
anymore.
Rebel.
Right. Why can't she wrestle?
I mean, she's
been
around the ring. She's been in like a match or two.
But like, why Deeb? Why not her? Is she that shits?
Yeah, she's not Serena Deeb.
I think she's incredibly rusty. For sure.
Bro, I got this mosquito.
I don't know. It's just.
But it's interesting, you got Tony Storm and Athena. Athena comes in to cover for Shida, but Tony takes the pin.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Don't have Athena get pinned again. Yeah. Everybody still loves Tony. We can't keep having Athena lose. Especially after
we got this weird
fucking
face heel tween Jamie Hayter.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna stop you from hitting her. I'm gonna hit her. Now you remember what I just did. I might do it to you.
I said I was sorry.
You don't get to kill her. I get to kill her.
You might be next.
Oh,
it's
God.
Just weird.
Yeah.
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 But we got to see Jamie Hayter, so it's okay. And she got a pop, so that's good.
Yeah.
Her transformation has begun.
Hayter face turn.
It's one of your signs for next week.
Yeah. So what do we have next? We have my boy.
Main event time.
What?
We have him and Chris Jericho.
Him?
Yes.
Do you mean that famous villain from the Powerpuff Girls? Him? Is that
the American Dragon? That's what I'm gonna call him from now on. I'm not so I don't have to say his name. Just the American Dragon. It's mosquito, bro.
It's Bryan Danielson. The American Dragon.
Is that the final answer?
Yes. Also acceptable.
No whammies.
Is Planet's champion Daniel Bryan. Also acceptable.
Ooh, I got it.
So yeah, man, they beat the shit out of each other in this match.
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like there's been, not necessarily recently, but just in general, a lot of good slapping going on.
Yeah, I was just about to say they slapped the shit out of each other for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, they were bleeding, and it was insane.
They have discovered that spot is a very cheap and easy way to get a crowd excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now it's used and abused. Which is fine because I still get loud and excited. So I'm not saying don't do it.
I'm getting worked by it.
I'm just saying this is why they do it.
I know what it is. Yeah, man. This fucking, I don't know. Jericho having another fucking great match in this year of his. Lionheart Chris Jericho.
So here's my question, because I did not watch this match at all. Were there any JAS shenanigans? Please tell me this was just straight up.
No.
Just them.
It was clean. A clean match. No interference. Sweet. I think the only things that Garcia was, they flashed the camera back to him backstage watching the match on a monitor.
I mean, I would have figured that at least, but okay. Just as long as there was no fuckery in the ring.
No, it was.
I'm good.
It was pretty much a straightforward match. At some point in the match, Jericho went to go suplex. He suplexed him outside the ring, and Danielson hurt his knee, and Jericho was working the knee the rest of the match after that. And he was selling it like he was fucking hurt, and the ref was checking on him, and then Jericho was like, "Nah, fuck this. I'm gonna just drag you by your knee and beat the shit out of you," and that's what he did.
Word.
And
cool.
Then eventually he got the lapel lock on him and made him submit, clean in the ring.
That's what's up. Clean in the ring.
And then
they did do the spot where Jericho put him in like the figure 4 on the ring post, and like laid completely back with his head down on the ground, and like pulled on Daniel Bryan.
Old Bret Hart spot.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the ones where Goldberg didn't catch Bret on the way down, and Bret ended up having to hit his head.
Yeah, because
another
Goldberg
time Goldberg screwed him over. But anyway,
but it wasn't on purpose. Goldberg didn't really mean it.
No, of course not.
Just, there's there's just a pattern.
He's the most dangerous person.
Sheer coincidence.
I don't know. Talking about Bret Hart, there's one detail that I always love about Bret Hart stories whenever I see them or read them, is that he always references his dad. And then after he references his dad, it's, oh, that's just an old shooter's way of saying whatever.
Well, you got to dumb it down for the masses.
I love it.
We get it. We get it. You're an old famous wrestler.
But yeah.
We got... So, did y'all watch Rampage?
Nope.
No? We got the epic match of Hardy versus Darby.
Nobody cares.
Well, before that,
Bruh.
after the Danielson Jericho match, Moxley came out, and they were face to face in the ring. And then they shook hands, and then that was it. Moxley left, and then the show ended.
Yeah. Had to get Mox on TV.
Daddy Regal is like shitting himself. He's not going to know who to cheer for.
Yeah. Yep, that's what happened.
Yay.
Let me tell you something, Masked Man. But yeah, this Rampage opened up.
He asked Shivani if he thought he was gonna, if he knew if he was gonna get canceled for calling Taya, I think, a harlot. Tony's like, I don't know. He's like, oh, well, I guess I just found out.
Oh, y'all didn't bring up the sign of the match that you could see at the end there. The guy in the front that had the big old sign that said CM Punk owns the Bucks.
That immediately got like taken down.
The first part of the main event, he was holding it up.
Yeah, apparently he got a very stern talking to.
Nice.
Oh, poo-poo.
Yeah.
Freedom of speech.
Nope, not in the wrestling shows.
Oh, man. So, yeah.
Punk's a bitch.
Rampage didn't really have much. It never really does, but...
That's why we're not talking about it.
We got Penelope Ford back.
Versus Willow Nightingale. Who won?
Yep. Penelope won, made her tap.
You didn't think Willow was going to win.
Willow was beating her up a lot. Willow was
but
the better.
She's good for that.
She was
just
the better
can't pull out the
in
win.
ring. But the problem with her is they portray her as being a happy idiot.
Right.
Like, she's really good and everything, but like she does this like smiley stuff, and then all of a sudden she gets super kicked, and it's like over.
Yeah, she's just happy to be there.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got Ethan Page versus Danhausen.
Honestly, that's the only match that I'm interested in seeing.
Danhausen, who was introduced at being over 6'7" and somewhere over 300 pounds.
Yes, from parts unknown.
Jesus Christ.
He's a beefy man.
So good.
Or
So good.
he is a beefy man.
Chris Jericho goes, Ethan Page starts trying to curse Danhausen, like mocking him, after he puts him on the ground. And Chris Jericho goes, what is he doing? He can't curse anyone. He's from New Hampshire. There's no magicians in New Hampshire.
Fuck.
Everybody
There's no
knows
wizards up there.
Well, Jericho would know.
No, they're
Jesus.
further south in North Carolina.
This, I don't
God,
know.
this sounds
I
like real
don't know what they're.
commentary.
I don't know what they're doing with Danhausen. They're just squashing him. They're not.
They're doing exactly what Danhausen is meant
Yeah.
to do.
Just come in. He just
Like-
comes in and gets his ass beat.
And everybody still cheers him. No
It's-
one will ever boo that
Yeah.
man.
It's like watching a cooler version of Eugene. Like it's just come on.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
It's like the special kid who's coming out to LARP while everybody's fighting, and then they just beat him up. Like,
He gets a win or two.
I want him to curse people. I want stuff to
Hey,
happen.
he's cursed plenty of people.
He cursed Regal that one time.
Yeah,
Yes.
he cursed them then. He, I don't know. He cursed. I don't know. When did he fucking pop up? There was a random match when he first debuted.
He got Menard and Parker. He made them run to the back. He came up on the screen, and this swirling stuff came up, and he told them something, and their eyes got big, and they ran up the ramp and ran to the back. Like,
Sounds about right.
so bad. But
I really want Luigi Primo. I really want him. I don't want that to be the only thing he does.
no, I'd like
Oh
to
no,
see
they'll
him.
be.
They bring him on
Yeah.
Ring of Honor when that gets going.
Dude, I'd watch Ring of Honor if there's a Luigi Primo, Danhausen, Dalton Castle, and the boys. I mean, yeah.
The Young Bucks are going to be on Ring of Honor soon.
Yeah, you know what I was thinking earlier when we were talking?
They will when Punk comes
Dude,
back.
they should. I don't think Punk's coming back. They should strap up Bryan Danielson with
They're
both
all
belts.
going to be just fucking shipped off to ROH.
Give him the ROH belt and the fucking and the AEW belt, world title.
Oh, man.
We got a ROH belt holder was the main event for Rampage tonight. We had Samoa Joe versus Josh Woods.
Oh, that's right. Was he blown up in the first 2 minutes?
No, it was. I mean, it wasn't a fast paced match.
Did they slap each other for 5
no.
minutes, and then he got
They
blown
slapped
up?
each other.
So was it?
They got a few
So
slaps.
it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for Joe to get gassed.
Nah, they didn't. They bounced off the ropes a few
What-
times, suplexed each other.
Was
a
he
couple
sweating
times.
buckets by the time he made it to the ring?
Yeah, he shaved his head, so it's not as warm. But he hit
I shouldn't make fun of that man. He kicked my ass.
Blown
Bro,
up and
these
all.
matches on Rampage. Can they?
Yeah.
They can't even get Mark Henry to make a real appearance and say this shit in the ring. They just record
No.
him back at the training facility
Training
talking
facility.
about?
No, he's at home.
when he does the.
He's at.
It's time for the main event. Where is he? It looks
He
like
is
a
at
recording.
home with a green. He's at home
Exactly.
with a green screen.
All this money, you can't get him to come into the ring and say that shit.
No. He's at home with the green screen.
Man. Awful. He's on fucking Zoom.
Usually, well,
They,
I say usually he's there because I think he fucking commentates Dark Elevation
does he?
with Paul White.
Oh God.
Oh, that's got to be exciting as shit, dude.
If I'm not mistaken, it's them two and maybe Tony Schiavone. I don't know, but it's definitely them two,
Ooh.
and then
Tony on color?
Taz and Excalibur do Dark because that's recorded on Saturdays and shit.
I like me some Taz. I like Taz and Shivani. I like the way Taz pokes at Shivani and tries to make him uncomfortable sometimes. They work well
Reminds me.
together.
Was JR on the show? Did they trot him out for the main
I don't
event?
remember.
I don't
Sweet.
remember.
One step out the door.
I can't remember. I didn't write anything about it, so I didn't catch a JR-ism.
His ass is going to find himself
Well, that's
back
good.
in WWE.
Of course he will. At some point.
Yeah.
He'll be
Now you
doing
got me thinking.
commentary
I'm
on
gonna have to
NXT
go
with
back.
Wade
But, yeah.
Barrett.
But yeah, we did.
No,
Anyway,
I'm pretty sure he wasn't there. Which is
got-
great.
Yeah. We got the Muscle Buster on Josh
good.
Woods.
Nice.
So, but after that, Nice jumps in and jumps Joe. While he's beating
24
up Joe,
pack abs.
the music hits, and it's Wardlow.
Yay.
Wardlow comes out to save Joe. After he sees that Smart Mark Sterling is in there beating up on Joe while he's on the ground. Wardlow comes in to stop him, and before he can get away, Joe wakes up from his slumber and holds Sterling's leg and keeps him in the middle of the ring so Wardlow can come grab him and
Nice.
shove his head in his crotch.
So forcefully,
But before
too.
he can get the he grabbed the shit out of him and was like, nuts now. And he and before he could lift him up, Nice reaches in and pulls Sterling out. And that all set up within seconds. Excalibur was like, and this just in, I'm just told by Tony Khan that we're going to have a match next week. It's going to be Wardlow and Samoa Joe versus Nice and fucking Josh Woods. So
It's official.
within seconds, dude, it was like, come on. I
Like
know
Tony Khan said.
like I know the night's
Let's see
ending.
how this plays out. Let's see how this plays out. Do I want to pull the trigger on this?
Yeah. So now we
Can't
got
be any worse than
Wardlow.
Matt
Excalibur, make the announcement.
Yeah. So now Wardlow's the TNT champion, and the best thing you can think to do with him is pair him with the ROH TV champion for a tag team.
On Rampage.
It might be on. I don't know. I really don't know. It might be on Rampage. Jesus.
It's probably because I think
on.
it's probably going to be on Rampage. I think there's I think it's 2 hours.
Oh, really?
Grand Slam. I think it might be 2 hours.
Don't know.
I don't know. It is what it is. We'll see if I watch that one. Fucking Matt Hardy. Couldn't see anything less interesting than that.
But yeah, I don't know if y'all wanted to go over a little Raw. We'll go. I'll give you the general rundown if y'all haven't seen. I think Wes, you saw, huh?
Yeah, I did.
We have Dominic.
The only thing I'm concerned about
I vaguely remember some of this.
is there any Cody countdown yet?
Nope.
No.
Well then,
No,
I don't
no
care.
mention of Cody yet.
It's highly
Yep.
disappointing. No,
The
there is
biggest,
no
the
Cody
biggest thing
countdown.
going on over there right now is the Dominic Edge beef, where Ray's trying to not have his son get fucked up, and Edge is trying to fuck his son up.
Little does he know Rhea Ripley's already fucking him up.
Yeah, they did the promo, and Dominic's like, "I'm a man now, Dad. You're such a small person, but you cast such a big shadow." And then Rhea like comes out, and she's like,
Yeah, that's it.
"Anyway, yeah."
I'm a man
They
now.
took apparently they made a mistake, and they were open about it with the tag belts, with Aaliyah and Raquel winning them. Apparently, they pinned. The referee had the
pinned the
person
illegal-
wrong, and it was supposed to be the end of the match, but they grabbed the wrong person and tapped them out, and gave the belts, and that damage control weren't able to win the belts. They fixed that tonight.
Damage control, like spelled like control on your keyboard.
Nice.
Yeah, they fixed that by coming in tonight and crushing Raquel.
Promptly
and
taking the belts right off of them.
Nice.
There is nobody, no big person in wrestling that's has the least intimidating is Raquel. That smile they give her is fucking horrible. She's twice the size of every woman on the roster, and she comes out with this big happy smile. It's like, Vince is gone, boo boo. Like, you need to come out, get the mean face going, and beat somebody up. Like,
I really
what's
thought
with
I really thought you said they took him out for a steak. I was like, who they fucking took out for a steak? It's like
Dom.
yeah, I was like, they took Dom out for a steak, and that's how they turned him. I was like, damn.
That's how they turned him.
Unzipped his mask and fed him
I
a
finally
steak.
had some red meat, and now I'm a man, Dad.
It was sacrificial steak.
Anyway, go
We
ahead.
had what's with Chad Gable coming out and doing this thing where he's like, he comes out with the peace sign and he's like, yes or yay or whatever the fuck it's like they turned him into an anime character. Thank you. He sounds like an American person in an anime show, like how they portray. Like,
and he's like, "Excuse me."
He's trying to get in on that scissor merch.
Yeah,
is that what it is?
Trying to make it organic, but it won't work.
Start putting out foam fingers.
Well,
again.
he took much to what will soon be Rocky's delight. Chad Gable did take Johnny Gargano to the limit.
Nice.
It was actually a decent match. Yeah, I mean,
it was a fantastically good match. Actually, Gable, it was very entertaining.
Gable's really good in the ring. He can work with anybody
when they let him be. When they decide not to let him be just like comedic relief,
right?
He's great,
which they've turned him into. So,
but yeah, no, this was not a squash match for Gargano. This was like a straight up like 50-50.
Nice,
right? We had a really good promo from KO against came out on Theory. It was like screaming and like, you know, when you're the champion, you got to be this and you got to be able to work at this.
Dude,
and...
KO right now is like, as per what my shirt says, KO is fucking fantastic right now.
Yeah.
The best thing that ever happened to him was Triple H taking over.
Yeah.
What happened
and
with
giving him his push?
Ezekiel, Elias, and
nothing. It kind of just disappeared for now.
Haven't seen him since the loss.
And I'm not sure how that's even going to work now because
he's growing his beard back.
Internally, KO is listed as a babyface now. So I don't know how you would continue the Ezekiel Elias saga if he's a face.
I was just curious. I mean,
I consider him still more like a tweener.
I was just curious because
I guess you could still do something with it.
I know y'all were really into whatever was happening with them.
Nah,
I love Zeke.
Nothing's been mentioned. I do too. I'm kind of disappointed that it's just been dropped for now, but
yeah,
you know. But if the trade-off is this KO, I'm okay with it. Dude, probably one of my favorite promos.
Elias comes back as a heel villain, wants revenge on KO for ruining his brother's career.
That would work.
And he's like a Spider-Man villain now. Like, you killed my brother.
Just talking to his evil Willem Dafoe in the mirror.
My brother's stuck in a wheelchair now. He can't wrestle anymore because of you. Show pictures of him like just like he had to get a triple spinal fusion.
So yeah, KO cuts the fiery promo about how basically Austin Theory doesn't deserve having the Money in the Bank briefcase. Everything that's he's done, it's been handed to him. You know, basically just alluding to, again, Papa Vince is no longer here.
Yeah.
And slaps the piss out of him.
Yeah, Theory was like, "Yeah, but you'll never be me."
Yeah,
he just fucking
like
slaps.
he cuts this. KO cuts like this ridiculously amazing, angry fiery promo, and Theory's just like, "Yeah, but you ain't got these."
He's like, "Cool, bro."
Whack.
Nice.
So I'm hoping that this all leads to a match with the briefcase on the line. You can just take that fucking briefcase right off of Austin Theory.
Yeah.
That'll be the stipulation for their Extreme Rules match.
Nice.
because Extreme Rules is right around the corner. That will be the Extreme Rule. The briefcase is on the line.
I was thinking that as it was going down. I was like, man, they should give KO the briefcase somehow.
They've got their in. They just have to pull the trigger.
There you go.
That would be cool.
Oh, but and in case y'all didn't watch, I know Rocky didn't, but I caught most of SmackDown tonight just to get this little tidbit out of the way. There's a very good possibility Liv Morgan will be beating Ronda Rousey again for the third time.
Oh, yeah.
Because she challenged her to an Extreme Rules match. So, the gimmick will get her over.
Nice.
Somebody can come out and help.
Yeah.
Sarah Logan.
Oh, perfect. Anyway,
Ruby
she's
Riot.
Not controlling her narrative anymore.
Please let it be Ruby Riot.
In this year's wrestling draft, we'll give you Ruby Riot as part of the deal.
Damn.
There you have it. Ruby Riot, WWE again.
Can we at least have? Tony
Khan and Omega? Sweet.
Can we at least have Cody's torn pectoral, please? Anything will do.
Yes.
any part of Cody.
Well,
I'll take his
we'll
weight belt.
regrow him in a lab. It's fine.
Here's Brandy. That's not what we asked for.
So then you get Bianca Belair against Sonya Deville for some reason.
Yeah, I didn't really watch. I mean, I kind of had it on, but I didn't really watch it. You knew who was going to win.
Yeah.
It was just to get Bianca a match.
You had those two. Deville was adjusting her top the entire match. She loses.
Right.
Damage Control comes out. Asuka and Bliss come out and chase them off. Nothing else happens.
Fine.
We had Edge beat the shit out of Dom.
You get
tied his
an
arms in the
almost
ropes.
sighting first.
Squash.
You got to
Fucking
almost squash. A 2-on-1 handicap match.
They got him on TV for a squash so they can mention Braun Strowman.
Basically.
They brought Omos out to squash somebody so they can say, oh, look, we forget Braun Strowman's not the only big man in WWE right now. Like, oh, great. The match I never wanted.
Well, he's feuding now. Braun's feuding with the Alpha Academy right now.
Almost. They can join. Ugh.
Let's not give them any ideas. We know they listen.
Good God.
And then, you do get
Edge and
Dom and Edge in the main event.
It went how you knew.
And Dominic moving up in the world.
Nice.
Yeah. Kind of knew how it was going to go. Edge starts fucking him up, ties his arms in the ropes, starts beating the shit out of him. And then Ray comes out.
And here comes Papa Ray.
He's like, don't
Edge,
kill my
please.
son. Don't kill my son, bro.
I know I told you it was okay, but I really wasn't being serious.
I think the only thing that's going to...
Look what they did to my nephew.
Oh, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Then Judgment Day shows up, beats them all up.
Yay, Judgment Day.
Yeah, then they beat up Edge's knee, like really bad. Did the coup de grace off the ropes onto Edge's knee on a chair.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's not a bump I'm risking. Fuck you, Finn. I like you, bro.
Not on a 50-year-old. Not on my 50-year-old knee. I don't think
Dude,
so.
I always look at people when they take those bumps like, God damn, that seems like the most fucked up one. If you don't like, I guess they slide their feet to the side like just in time. If not, you're gonna have some dude's ass landing right on your chest. Like, oh man, I get the wind knocked out of me just looking at him.
It's ridiculous. He's got
so basically they just wrote Edge off for like another 3 months.
Nice.
Yeah. Maybe, probably to bring AJ back in.
Yeah, AJ hasn't been doing anything of late.
Or maybe this whole time it's been a trick. Eddie Guerrero is coming back. And Dominic is going to talk some sense into Dominic.
It is Halloween.
Ooh, spooky.
Or Vicky Guerrero.
They had
comes back.
zombies
Oh,
one year,
shit.
like 2 years
They did have
ago
zombies
or
1
whatever.
year.
So hey, why not?
They ate John Morrison
Yeah. Hey, and look,
for like 2 weeks.
I want them to come back around for Christmas
you mean Johnny
and
Elite?
have Johnny Elite.
No, Johnny
Oh,
Impact.
What was
Okay.
it? Yeah.
The other guy.
Or was it Johnny Mundo?
He's had a lot of fucking
John
names,
Hennigan.
dude.
The list goes on.
Yeah,
and on.
really.
Johnny Nitro.
Johnny Nitro. I forgot about Johnny Nitro.
We need speaking of the
So
gimmick matches, holiday.
Johnny NXT.
Nice.
Yeah. We need speaking of the holiday matches, they need to go all the way to Christmas with the KO thing and then bring Elias back. So we can have Elias and
Santa.
another Massacre on 34th Street match.
Those are good.
Those are so good. They pull the Lego bag out.
Nice.
Nothing like getting power
I know we
bombed on
didn't
some
talk-
Legos.
And we didn't talk about WWE for the previous last shows, but did anybody watch the Viking match?
No.
Okay. They dressed the ring up like a Viking ship. And they had like shields lined up along the ring for the Viking Raiders versus the New Day. It was quite interesting. And then they took, so you know how they have the along the guardrail, they'll have like, you know, the LED lights and stuff that usually have the, you know,
Yeah.
graphics and stuff. Yeah, well, it was water.
Was
So
it like
hard
a
cam
promotional thing?
Makes it look like it was like
Were they like promoting
No.
a TV show or?
they're just promoting the
Viking,
fact that the
season
Viking
7.
Raiders are Vikings. Yeah, no, definitely not.
That's-
No, it was just that the Viking Raiders are Vikings, and you know,
Like, oh, they
Kofi
like,
comes out dressed up, and then so Kofi and Xavier come out dressed like Thor. So sure, why not? Yeah, it's highly entertaining.
man, they
Don't you
did
miss
that,
those
and
days?
we only got the American Dragon versus the Dragon Slayer on House of the Dragon version of Dynamite.
Yeah.
Presented by Game of Thrones House of the Dragon.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, get it right.
I forgot the name of the show, even though they showed the trailer like 7 times.
Every time Picture in Picture came up. Oh man.
We got a continuation also they showed on Raw. They showed a clip from Miz and Mrs. where Loomis is stalking Miz. And supposedly they got word that he might be in the house, so they had to evacuate. And as him and Maurice and everybody are evacuating and they call the cops and everything, they drive off and it pans back to the house. And Loomis is just sitting there in his living room drawing a picture. And he holds up the picture in the window and it's Miz and Maurice and their kid like hanging out eating dinner. Like a caricature.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck?
I don't care. Keep it going. I love
so
this.
bizarre.
I love every minute of this.
But yeah,
I love every minute of it.
It's what I was
as a
hoping
matter of
they'd
fact,
do.
it doesn't even need a payoff. I just like
keep
let this
doing
thing
it.
go on for months and months and then just drop it. And every time they ask Miz something about it, I just have him stick to the same story. I don't want to talk about it.
Somebody broke in. They didn't take anything. What they just like Jesus.
So it's that.
But yeah, that was pretty.
So it's that Dane
That's the
Cook,
payoff I want.
That Dane Cook joke about
Yeah,
just wanting to
the
do a
B&E.
B&E.
Yep, and not take anything. Just
Yeah.
ruin that person's year.
I just wanted
Just
to
like-
kick the door in. It turns out.
I need to figure out what they took. We had a I don't know if this was on purpose in any way, shape, or form with Tony's influence somewhere, but during Raw there was a NBC commercial for the upcoming Green Bay versus Chicago match
Oh yeah.
on Sunday night. And the music they decided to play for
Cult
this
of
commercial was
Personality.
Cult of Personality. So
with Aaron Rodgers' old nice happy face.
middle of
Nice.
Raw, everybody's like, "Oh, commercial time! Let me go grab a drink real quick." They're in the fridge fixing their drink, and all of a sudden they hear "Like Mussolini." What the fuck? You have people throwing their drinks, running to the TV. Like, where's Punk?
I caught that. I'm like, there's no way this was a coincidence. There's no fucking
was that
way.
like during a match
this
or
is-
like
this
in
is-
between segments?
It was
It was in between segments.
yeah.
I think.
I wonder if they like played that
This
in
is
the
like-
arena.
I'm sure they did because Triple H is like Team Petty, so
Bruh,
no doubt in my mind.
that was hilarious.
That's funny.
They're like, this is not a coincidence. There's no fucking
That's
way.
funny.
Like Mussolini.
And that commercial or that TV spot has not aired since.
No.
Who did this?
So-
Somebody got fired.
On fucking USA. Tony's got guys on the inside. It was Cody.
Yeah.
I told you, Cody.
Cody.
Cody's a 007.
Or was it Nick Khan?
Turns out this whole time Nick and
Mm.
Tony are actually related.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
Khan v. Khan.
It was a con job. But yeah, that was glorious. I was pretty impressed by that.
Well, tell me more about Bobby Roode.
What happened with Bobby Roode?
It's glorious.
Yeah, yeah. I like Bobby.
Yeah, I was very confused for
I
a
always
second.
liked Bobby.
It's
So I like how TK like was touting their ratings lately, and somebody tried calling him out like, "Well, these other shows are going up against the NFL," and he's like, "Okay, like why would I go up against my dad?
Yeah, that's their choice.
Like why would I go against the comp? Like what? No, that's their choice to continue to air on these time
Right.
slots. Like
WWE would
I'm
still
smart,
WWE would still get the ratings if they went to Tuesday,
right? Yeah."
and they wouldn't have this dip during football season.
Oh, that's the other little bit of news. At the end of NXT this week, the 2.0 logo
Exploded.
metamorphed into the old black and gold logo without the 2.0 attached to it, which is very intriguing.
My Anthony Bowen face.
So hopefully that will not be a dumpster fire anymore.
it'd just
We
be
go back to what it used to
a
be.
different type of dumpster. That's all.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of optimistic.
It's no longer a rainbow painted dumpster. It's now gold.
So is NXT now run by Shawn Michaels the way that it used to be run under Triple H, or does Triple H
I would
still have
assume.
like full creative control over?
Yeah, I don't know. Shawn Michaels has been the one that's been running it the whole time for 2.0. He was the man.
Right.
So that's all his fault.
Yeah, but also his hands are tied. Like it's not
Well,
like
yeah,
it's
I
just
mean,
him.
like 2.0 was like
Vince
Vince's
is ultimately
wet dream or
Vince.
some
Vince
shit.
that was his call.
Triple H
Yeah,
has
that was-
heart issues, disappears, and it went to shit. This is all Shawn and his
Yeah.
crooked eye.
It's just let's
Is that what it is? He can't see the vision straight.
let's put Mandy as champion so we could just watch her as champion all year.
She's got 2 belts.
You know
Doesn't
what?
she?
I'll watch Mandy as champion all year because it also gave me the rest of Toxic Attraction, which I'm very happy
Doesn't
about.
she have 2 belts right now? I saw a picture
No.
of her holding 2 belts.
No, I mean she unified the NXT UK belt, women's belt.
That's what it was.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm still keeping track of this stuff. So yeah, NXT UK disappeared. Now it's NXT Europe, and they like had a pay-per-view or something and unified all the belts.
NXT All Atlantic.
All Atlantic.
All everything, all at once.
Yeah. But of course, NXT has now lost the North American Championships, and Solo Sikoa has it, and he's on the main roster now. So.
Nice.
But it's all
Oh,
good
don't
because
worry.
Nikita Lyons is back.
Because what I do remember is Keith Lee winning both belts and then relinquishing one like the next week.
Yeah, because
Oh, I want to give other people a chance.
could-
Man, fuck that. You gonna give up you gonna give up a belt? Like, what the hell?
and then they brought him to the main roster, and they called him Wildcat, Bearcat, Bearcat Keith Lee. Which made no
Wow.
fucking sense. Oh yeah, no, they fucked him up. They fucked him up big time.
Well,
That was like Vince's goal. It's like, okay, Triple H, you're running NXT. Let's call all these guys. Let me call all these guys up to the main roster and fuck them
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
just because you did such a good job with them.
you see this? You see this? This is what happens.
I told you not to outshine me.
Fuck it, we're moving y'all to Wednesdays. And then you fucked up. We're moving you back to Tuesdays. Jesus. That was an interesting...
But I don't like this black and gold aesthetic.
We need more Splatoon.
More women chasing after dicks. That's what this show needs.
Get Dolph Ziggler down there.
Oh, man.
He'll save this mess you created.
Give me a stereotypical Italian-American mob guy and that riding dude, but make it a chick. And Thunderfire and I don't know, whatever, Katana Chance.
Katana Chance?
There we go.
God, I hate to this day. I hope she gets her name back.
What about Boston Battle Axe? No Boston Battle Axe. Braun Breaker. Let's go with that.
Braun Breaker. Never mind that he's a Steiner. Nobody needs to know.
We're still trying to solve that math problem. Fuck that.
That math adds up, okay?
All of a sudden, fucking Scott Steiner turned into Goodwill Hunting and shit. Solving the equation on the board. Equation that no one asked for.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
How you like them apples? Oh.
Y'all got anything else?
No.
Matt Damon.
No, this show was a mess.
Yeah.
The shoot the shit show. We're kind of in between a lot of big stuff happening, so
Yeah, there is a lot of just like
A
kind of a lull.
not a whole lot.
Severe sleep deficit going on right now, at least for myself.
too.
So this show was bound to be.
Oh, Sky Blue signed a contract with AEW.
Yep. Now, if she wrestles anywhere, she needs permission from AEW. It's not just like a temporary in and out contract. Like, she is AEW branded now.
She is AEW.
So
The next cool. Nyla Rose.
Anyway, she's
Yep.
very talented.
There's our thirsty episode of the show.
There it is.
I haven't had
Gotta
Balor
get that
bulge in months. Leave me alone.
He's been holding it in this whole time.
Bro, they have, and I've been looking for it.
Ain't been there.
And no Nikita
Nope.
Lyons. It's just,
No,
Oh,
she's
is
back.
She's back.
That's right. She couldn't go
She's
to
back.
She couldn't go to that one show in Toronto or Quebec, wherever the hell it was.
The thirst bear trap right there.
Nice.
And with that,
Well, that's it for this week's episode of the Wrestlecast. You want to drop us a line or have a question for us? Email us at laughingmangamecast@gmail.com. Put Wrestlecast in the subject. Hit us up on Twitter at laughingmannet. Thank you and see you next time.
see ya.
See you.